brace yourselves because this quite possibly could be the last time we see Aaron Judge in the postseason. All-time postseason home run leader will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles, a team which we beat back in 2028 to win our only World Series championship. Now, 6 years later, we are looking to end Aaron Judge's career as a champion. And on the mound for us is Hunter Green, back-to-back Cy Young Award winner. I don't think he has enough starts to win it in 2034, but he has been good. Maybe not great like he has been the last 2 years, but he has been very good. Enrique Hernandez hits this one to Jose Hernandez, and he can't come up with the baseball. Dude, what a way to start off your postseason career by letting the ball bounce over your head. Jeez Louise. You're at least able to get Bernie Goss out of here. Here's the lineup for the Orioles, the 2030 World Series champions. It is Bernie Goss, Henderson, Green, Holiday, Encarnacion, Strand, who needs his full last name, Honeycutt, Finley, Kearns, and Dak DeCenzo at third. Here's Gunnar Henderson, the three-time AL MVP. And former World Series champion. He will bounce out to Arias over the first. As Riley Green picked up, I believe, maybe 2 years ago by the Orioles. And he'll unfortunately strike out on the high heater to end the first inning.
Leading off for the Yankees, the
Jump ahead
shortstop.
to our half of the first inning is Anthony Volpe, who, again, I wish I kept his postseason stats. I was so focused on Judge that, honestly, I feel like Volpe has some kind of record, or is very close to one.
The center field.
Nonetheless, Spencer Jones is batting second, Campbell third, Dominguez, Pickett, Ramirez, we picked up at the trade deadline. Aaron Judge batting seventh, Arias and Jose Hernandez batting ninth. Christopher Stockton, the guy who was projected to be our average leader, I thought that was going to get out of here. It did not. Spencer Jones ends up with a double. Christopher Stockton, who spent all year in AAA, is on our Major League roster. I couldn't exactly tell you why. I think because of injury, and I didn't see fit to put anybody else out there. I figured, screw it. You're on the postseason roster. He was on the 40-man roster, so that is what they base it off of. Dominguez strikes out to end the first inning. Vance Honeycutt gets on base for Baltimore. Take a look at Finley Kearns, replacing both Samuel Basayo and Adley Rushman, both of which I have no idea where they are. And it won't matter because Kearns can go sit his ass back. Actually, he can't go sit himself back down the bench. He's got to go play catcher. Jump ahead to the third as Bernie Goss bounces one down the third base line, and Dominguez will rifle it back in to prevent him from going to second. Gunnar Henderson works the walk off the slider from Hunter Green. Runners at first and second with two away. Riley Green smokes this splitter up the middle into center for Jones to come up with it. And that'll score a run from second. It is 1-0 Baltimore as they look to end Aaron Judge's career in the wild card. We have lost in the first round that we have played in this series 4 times as Encarnacion sends this one to left field, doubling the Orioles' output to 0. Remember, we made it to the World Series in 27 and 28. We have won a division, maybe one other time, as Campbell comes up with a big knock up the middle. 1 out away in the fourth. Dominguez, 12 years as a Yankee. Is that dating back to 2023? If I'm not mistaken, 22. And he bounces out, unfortunately. Steve Martinez, 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. Green, 4 innings, 2 runs given up, 5 hits, and 3 strikeouts of his own. Goss bounces this one to Arias. Arias fires it the first, can't get it there in time. Runner will be safe, but we are going to challenge that one. So let's take a look at the replay screen in downtown Manhattan. And, ooh, that is so close. I think he's safe. I think he's safe. And the official call is he is safe. And Henderson bounces it third, second to first, and neither runner will matter. So, hey, thanks for using the replay system and putting that guy to
Leading
work.
off for the Yankees,
Who knows?
the catcher.
Here is James Pickett here in the fifth inning. Facing Martinez, and he smokes this fastball out to right field. That'll cut the Oriole deficit in half. It is 2-1 here in game one of the wild card. That is the second or third straight postseason he's hit a home run. He is just absolutely unfazed by doing anything new-ish of sense. He came in to this major leagues on this Yankee roster, swinging, fearless, and he continues to prove to do so at this point in time. Salvatore Ramirez in his first postseason game gets a base hit off a slider. And the captain comes up next. He smacks one hard past Holiday at second. Ramirez coming around to score. He'll slide in so safely. Captain ties the ball game at 2 apiece. Arias doesn't take one for the team, but lets it get past and Judge will jog to second. So Arias will have an opportunity to drive him home. Swing and miss on the 12-6 curve, and then he'll be thrown out at first. Terrible plate appearance by Arias. And as you look, that ball bounced at the plate. Dude, you got to see that a little better, man. Hernandez sends this one to straightaway center. The tag by Judge. He gets about a quarter of the way it is. And nah, I'm 41 years old. I ain't going unless that ball drops. Volpe hits a 12-6 curveball to right field, but it will find the outfielder's glove to get through 5. Steve Martinez, Hunter Green, both giving up 2 runs so far. Volpe ends up snagging the low liner off of the batter number Hunter Green from Riley Green. Holiday takes a slow and hits it to Campbell. Campbell throws it to first, but it's bobbled by Ramirez. Unfortunately, it will be safe.
Now batting.
That is an error on Campbell, despite the fact Ramirez couldn't come up with it. Runner taking off the throw, the tag, and he is out of there. Great throw by Pickett, and that was just a perfect throw, getting Holiday, one of the best speedsters still in the game, out of there by like an inch. And Hunter Green will end the 6th with a punch out on Encarnacion Strand, who took him deep earlier. DeCenzo, hard knock to left, and Dominguez able to make the low catch below the knees to get out of the 6th. Tail of the tape for both pitchers. Both are going to 6 and giving up 5 hits and 2 runs. Green was better with the strikeouts, though he did walk one. Pickett, Encarnacion, and Green all hit home runs so far as Enrique Hernandez sits down off of the Frederick Gunnar fastball. Goss is up next, and about the same spot as that pitch, we will walk. So, probably been pretty inconsistent, though maybe that's the ABS system, and we need to do something about that. Henderson walked earlier. And he comes up and takes the first pitch on the outside for ball number 1. Next pitch is a changeup, and the runner takes off. We had no chance to get him out of here. That is a big-time steal by Bernie Goss. Can he be driven home? Hernandez strikes out in the 2 season. Fred Dunning, one of the more reliable arms in our pen, usually the setup man, but got to throw him out there against this big-time lineup that Baltimore has. Riley Green bounces a changeup with Volpe. Volpe is able to get it to first and able to get out of the 8th inning with an opportunity to take the lead. Hell, Riley win it in the 8th and 9th inning. And we will face our former setup man, Brian Abreu, 8-6 with 38 holds this year, 103 innings of work. That is a lot for him. Hernandez will bounce a circle change in the left field the same way he got his first major league hit. And Volpe swing and miss, trying to prevent the throw, not going to be able to connect on the hit, and Hernandez will take second. Here's Volpe bouncing a slider to short. Henderson over first, no problem. That is out number 1. Next is Spencer Jones. And, oh, man, he's going to pop up your slider. In the foul territory, Goss is right there. Damn it. Wasted. A B, and the slider gets away from Kearns. My man is going to advance to third. That is a wild pitch. You can still drive in a run with a base hit, and it's not going to happen as Campbell strikes out high and inside. Chasing a pitch he had no business swinging at. Listen, you can only be mad at yourself.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Jump ahead to the top of the ninth inning. Baltimore looking to take the lead and then send in their closer. Start off with Holiday. Holiday sends this one to left center. Dominguez is right there with no problem. That is the first out. Next batter, Encarnacion. Unfortunately, strikes out in the shade. Third strikeout for Dunning, and he looks to get out of this inning unscathed. It's Honeycutt, 21 balls in the season. Looking to get another one right here in the postseason. Floats one on the left field. Dominguez running it down, makes the catch. We have a chance to walk off game one and take a 1-0 lead in this series. Dominguez leading off, rips it right at Holiday, and he makes the snag. I thought that was going to get by him, but he is just too damn quick. Pickett on the ground to Holiday. An easier play for him. And that is out number 2. So we're very quickly looking at some extras right in our future. But Salvatore Ramirez comes up. Clutch spot for him. Bounces a curveball to Henderson. The middle infield of Baltimore has gotten some decent run in today's ballgame. And we are going to extras. And in the 10th inning, Vinny Douglas comes out of the pen and bounces this one past Campbell at third. Finley Kearns, the catcher, comes up big for his team. Then DeCenzo smacks one up the middle. Back-to-back hits for Baltimore. Remember, there is no extra innings runner. Enrique Hernandez, bouncer to Ramirez. Ramirez throws it to Volpe, and he throws it into the outfield. Runner is going to score from third. That is clearly an error by Ramirez. Oh, man. Still nobody out. And Goss bounces one in the left field. Dominguez throws it. They're not going to run on his arm. They know better. An unfortunate sequence of events for the Yankees pitching and defense. Now Barry Goodman, the lefty, is going to have to come in facing Henderson. Bases loaded, floats it to center. Jones advances forward, throw to the plate. It is in time. Yes, he got him. Phenomenal play by Spencer Jones. Take a look at the replay. Shit, you couldn't get a better throw if you tried. DeCenzo gunned down from center by Jones. Baltimore still has an opportunity to extend this lead. Riley Green bounces it back up the middle to Goodman. He throws without having to move. And the Yankees will get a chance in the bottom half of the 10th. Starts with the captain, goes to Arias, and then the youngster, Jose Hernandez. Mark Herring, a closer we have seen in the past for the Phillies. He will come in, coming off a 47 save season. The captain comes up in what could be one of the last clutch times in his career. Bounces one to second, and unfortunately he will be thrown out.
For the Yankees.
So Arias will be replaced by Lee Bunning, who hit .283 in the regular season. Not always playing, but playing, here and there. He does have a 12-game regular season hitting streak. His postseason numbers, he's hit well. He has like one home run to his name. As Bunning floats this one to left field, and for a guy not hitting for much power or not known for power, it's understandable that ball was just going to lay in the same man's glove. So we asked for Jose Hernandez to possibly tie this ball game here in the 10th. First pitch, and he gets hit in the shoulder with a cut fastball, and he is grimacing, but he wants to tough it out. We asked for Anthony Volpe, the longtime New York Yankees shortstop, and He sends a slider deep to center field. Honeycutt at the warning track. It is gonna be caught. And unfortunately, we lose loudly in game number 1. Damn it. Volpe's hit him out plenty of times, too. So now we are facing elimination in game number 2. So we've got some business to take care of, clearly. Tie it up and then see what game 3 has in store for us. We had less hits. We had 3 errors, though, so that definitely cost us the game. And we call on Roki Sasaki to make his Yankee postseason debut for us. Coming off a pretty solid to good season. He was last year's National League Cy Young Award winner. And in this season, he was 14-10 with a 4.1 ERA, which, again, solid, not great numbers. Struck out 25% of batters. Only walked under 6. And faced Enrique Hernandez. And he gets that man out. I guess we didn't show the footage of that. Thanks, tape delay. But Henderson, gets on it. Riley Green says, don't worry about it. I will make sure to eliminate this Yankee team. Sends it out the right field. Baltimore out to an early 2-0 lead. Sasaki cannot let this harm what he does, man. Holiday sat down on strikes. Volpe sat down on strikes following a slider. He hasn't always been known for the best plate discipline, but Dominguez bounces it to first, and that's quickly out of the first inning. Sasaki back to the mound, and Honeycutt will slice one down the left field. I don't know why I get these directions. Finley Combs will punch out and splitter. Second strikeout for Sasaki. Sasaki looks to set down Zach DeZenzo. 1-2. And he'll float this one to right field. Ullman will get underneath it, too. Get out of this second and stay. Jump ahead, Christian Campbell leading off the second inning. Takes a changeup from Ariano deep to right field. It is out of here. Christian Campbell, his first home run in the postseason as a New York Yankee after spending many years with the Red Sox. We embrace him in pinstripes because he played for us, though his hair is still red. It's a little weird. Aaron Judge sets this one to the gap. Same place that Christian Campbell hit it, but it won't get out. And he'll slide in there, attempting to go for the double, and he was thrown out. Great throw by the center fielder. And really the cutoff to Holiday. Holiday, man. Holiday's a damn good second baseman. I see why they kept him for so many years. And Enrique Hernandez was punched out on the single. Sasaki seems to have it. Here we go, and Ullman rips it up the middle. He'll be the leadoff base runner here in the third. Lee Bunning takes one into the right field gap. Bunning known for his contact prowess, occasionally hitting one out here and there. Gives the Yankees 2 runners in scoring position here in the third. Volpe with an opportunity to give us a run, and he hits this one in the right field. Right fielder backing up, and only the runner from third will tag. He was sliding to safely scoring. It is 2-2 here in game number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Career high 26 homers this season. Hits his first one of the postseason. Man, everybody is hitting it on the right field. That is the wind just blowing their way. We'll take it either way. His first home run is postseason. We want many more from him. Gotta get the job done. Not like just being up by 2. Let's get a little more. And Jason Dominguez gets hit with a slider, but I think it just barely grazed him. And the momentum of trying to get out of the way. He fell. Campbell comes up, and oh man, fastball. And I'm hoping the wind takes to foul territory. It's not going to happen. As it is caught in foul territory. Pickett, though, sends a fastball out to where else? Right field. The same place everybody else seems to be hitting it. It's now 6-2, and I feel a little better. But it's still very early. I realized in my editing, I forgot to show y'all 2033 postseason. We got eliminated by the Astros, and a big reason why I don't feel comfortable with this kind of league is because we ended up, oh, that wasn't fair. You take a look at the replay, and Riley Green, that just hits like one of the little leather parts that sticks out of the glove, or the binding, and it bounces in the corner just foul. Had he touched it, it would have been fair. Ramirez bounces it up the middle. Ariano unfazed by it, clunking off his shin for the final out. But yeah, in the 2033 postseason, when we faced the Houston Astros, who became the world champions, we jumped out to a big lead in game 1 and 2, and it got completely erased. Hunter Green was giving up home runs. The bullpen was giving up home runs. We just kept letting them get back into it. And Houston did what they needed to do, including Diego Cabrera with 2 home runs in the final 3 innings of game number 2. Sasaki, though, 8 strikeouts so far in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2. As Holiday smacks this one in the left center field gap. Dominguez, kind of misplayed it. I get he was trying to run it down. Not going to be able to do so. Hits the cutoff. Volpe over to third. The tag. Campbell's got him. And that is a hell of a speedster, but Dominguez does have a very strong arm, even if he doesn't feel the best. And Encarnacion Strand, or unfortunately strikeout, victim number 9 of Sasaki. And he comes back out here in the 8th. Honeycutt hits this one to left field. Dominguez can't come up with it. And the deficit is cut to 3. Orioles need a whole lot more from the power bats in their lineup. But hell, if anybody can really smack them out, we shall see. So we call on former starter Frank
number 29.
Come out of the bullpen.
Right.
2.92 ERA in the regular season, but I like to shorten my rotation in the postseason. And while he doesn't throw that hard, he can be relatively accurate, for better or for worse. And he gets it the first out of the 8th inning. And grounded to Volpe, and Hernandez is sat down. So Baltimore offense will have to really come through in the 9th inning if they want to win. But we like more insurance runs around here. It's the only insurance we can afford. Deep to right. Where else will we hit? Spencer Jones hits his 2nd long ball of the night. The team is fired up. The Bronx is fired up. This is what we like to see. Let's get it to a game number 3. Dominguez gets a hold of one, hits it into right field, just inside the foul pole of Coleman Snow. His first home run of the postseason, going back-to-back. The Yankees pick up victory in game number 2. It all comes down to a game number 3. Becker, the youngest New York Yankee pitcher to lead Major League Baseball in wins. He's getting the game 3 start, and he faced Grayson Rodriguez, a former, I think he won either the Cy Young or was a Cy Young finalist in one of the years of this series. 18-7 for Becker, 3.20 ERA. And man, his pitch has been really good. Even if he hasn't struck out a ton of guys. Definitely in the running for a Cy Young. Low liner by Hernandez as the leadoff man gets it on. Hopefully that doesn't hit Dominguez in his family jewels. Tony Goss swinging a miss on the split for the fastball. I tend to forget that Becker has that pitch because he does like to get guys out on the slider. As Henderson is going to swing for strike number 2. 10 times an All-Star, 3 times an MVP, also a World Series champion in 2030 in May. Becker's got him looking silly out there in his first plate appearance. Riley Green up next, and a jam bouncer to Pickett, who goes to first instead of second, understandably so. And we get out of the inning without giving up a run. Top of the lineup, start game 3.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Of course, it's
the
Anthony
shortstop,
Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
And the first pitch from Grayson Rodriguez hits this in the right field, running it down, not going to be able to make the diving stop. Volpe might be going 3. He hesitates and just stays past second. Up ahead is Spencer Jones. Hits this one in the left field gap. Unlike going 2, we're hitting them everywhere. At least in the early going. Second replaces home. Home replaces second. And we take a 1-0 lead. Campbell. A very high fastball, but he sends it to right. And despite it finding the glove, Volpe will tag and go to third. So number 4 batter, maybe number 5 batter.
The left field.
That being Jason Dominguez. A sac fly is perfectly fine. Picking his next, Salvatore Ramirez making his postseason series debut. Aaron Judge, of course, Robert Ullman, and Lee Bunning playing second today. I will have Arias, Lombard Jr., and Ullman Hernandez play, Jose Hernandez, that is, if the situation seems to call for it. Sacrifice fly by Dominguez. We appreciate what you do for this team, my man. Next up is James Pickett. Didn't have the best of finish of the season. 228 is lowest batting average in his 5-year career so far. But none of that matters here in the postseason as he takes the circle change back up the middle for a 2-out base hit.
Batting 6, the first baseman.
Jump ahead, Salvatore Ramirez hits this one in the left field, bouncing down in the grass. 2 runners on, 2 out.
Batting 7, the designated
Might
hitter,
be able to sneak a
Aaron.
3rd run if the captain has anything to say about it. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Good curveball by the veteran Grayson Rodriguez. But do strike for 2 runs and give us an early lead for Becker to do what he needs to do against this Baltimore offense. Jump ahead, 3-1 count as Holiday slices this one down the line at 3rd. Dominguez will hit Bunning on the money, keeping Holiday at 1st. Holiday doesn't steal, and Encarnacion, oh, I thought he was going to come up with it, or at least Encarnacion might have been able to hit that one fair. And oh, high heater to Christian. Maybe sat down, 3rd strikeout for Becker. Honeycutt. Oh, that's disgusting. Honeycutt with a hell of a cut on a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. If there's any weakness to Becker's game is that he doesn't exactly throw his fastball the fastest. So he has to throw that slider a bit more. He'll have to throw that splitter. You can't just lay it over the plate like that. Like Advance Honeycutt has demolished. Tied 2. Bunning bounces the circle change in the left field. And the former stolen base leader will get an opportunity to steal, but he might not need to. Jones hits this to the left field, into the gap, at the wall. Of course, Bunning hustling around 3rd, even though his speed is gotten a little slower in his age 30 season. He's still able to go 1st to 3rd with no problem. Pickett, might have another big bomb deep to left field. It'll bounce on the warning track, and he's hustling to 3rd. Green with the throw, hits the cutoff, and he'll stay put at 2nd. Ramirez batting 250 in the postseason, and wow, I don't blame him for not swinging at that. I'm not swinging at that. 9 times out of 10, you can't do anything good with it. So Rodriguez gets an opportunity against the captain. Low liner, bouncing up the middle, and okay, Pickett's going to stay put at 3rd. I get it. He's not the fastest, so Ullman gets runners in the corners and bounces one in the right field. Yankees extend their lead to 4-2 in the 3rd. Jump ahead for Bunning, and a circle change is just a balloon, but he's just not the most powerful hitter. Floats at the center for the final out in the 3rd. Becker, though, jams Green with a high inside fastball. Gotta be careful with a guy like Green. He's definitely a power threat. And a strikeout Encarnacion Strand as well to get out of the fourth. Volpe bounces one to third. And the throw to first. No, you can't be serious. Marco Cabrera, our manager, is going to make the call and challenge it. This is his rookie postseason series. In other words, the manager, we did sign him for the 2034 offseason. Because that was in the 2033 postseason video, I'm just going to tell you what happened. I just have to believe it. Volpe is clearly safe. Get some Lasix. As Jones will pop this one up the shallow left, Green will make the catch. And damn it, no one seems to be putting solid bat on ball. Grayson Rodriguez really jamming the Yankee offense. The heart of the order. Dominguez, though, sends it just a little bit further than the other two, but it's not going to matter. Runner will stay stranded at first. Pitcher comes up in the fifth, hits it down the line. It's fair if it's good. There we go. Extend that lead even further. James Pickens with nothing but a power hitting, contact hitting machine, throwing people out at second base regularly. He has to have his issues. I think it was absolutely worth it to let Austin Wells go a couple of years, several years ago at this
Now
point.
pitching for Baltimore.
And we will face our former
Number
starter
98.
and reliever, Will Warren, who has pitched in this postseason, but nothing happened,
Leading off
nothing
for
made the show.
Baltimore, the designated hitter.
Grayson Rodriguez gave him
Henderson.
11 hits so
And
far
back.
with 5 wins. Becker still out there going into the sixth. And they're facing Hernandez, who will stare at an outside fastball. His 8th punch out here in his first postseason game in his career. Henderson, he'll be number 9. Through 6, we will maintain that 3-run lead. Pickett is a triple shy of the second of the postseason cycle. The first being, damn it, come on, Abreu. You ain't hit nobody with a slider when you were pitching for us. And you know what? I think he's really losing his grip on it. Maybe it's the October air that's doing it to him, and they're just going to intentionally walk. That's not like Brian Abreu, but okay. Now he'll have to face the captain, his former teammate for several seasons. 7 seasons to be exact. From 25 to 33. Remember, we let him go. What was it? Yeah, 33, we let him go. Brian Abreu now a setup man for them. Can be a closer at times. Double play as the defense shuts down a captain extension of the league. Becker goes back out there for the 8th inning. Jeez, up to 81 pitches coming out of his hand, and the splitter by Honeycutt is going to be another extra base hit on his ledger. The second of the ball game for him. And Jones gets it back to Volpe. I'm a little surprised he didn't go to third, but I get it. You don't want to be the first out at third. You want to be the last out at third, and our manager is going to call for the ball. Tip your hat, Becker. You pitched very well. As the Yankee fans are going to embrace him, as they should. Felipe Gutierrez, who was a part of, I believe, our first trade. He's been a solid reliever. Maybe not the greatest. And Finley Kearns will bounce at the first. Honeycutt will go to third. So the Orioles are 90 feet away from getting run number 3. Oh, Gutierrez does kind of have a knack for leaving pitches over the plate. If they zap the Sunset. 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss at a slider right out of reach. Second out of the 8th inning. Enrique Hernandez with an opportunity to finally get that run home. Curve ball on the outside corner. Gutierrez trying to get a little bit of that Rosenbad grit. 2-2, swing and a miss! Sitting his ass down. Gutierrez coming through, and I think he didn't like the call or what Pickett had to say. Because sometimes we talk a smack. Jump ahead to the 9th inning. Last licks for Baltimore. Bernie Goss has pretty much gotten out every way you can. Flips this one to right field in foul territory. Oh man, Can't come up with it. No fan interference like it's 96. Goss is going to stare at an inside cutter. Shades of Mariano Rivera where he learned the cutter. Back in what is it, like a Yankee camp that I think he had several years ago back in high school in Brady's home state. Second out, Gunnar Henderson. Riley Green represents the last opportunity. The tying run is in the dugout. 1-2. Brian will bounce this one to left field, and he'll get on safe. And now the tying run comes to the on-deck circle. It's the number 6 battle. Jackson Holiday, known for his contact and sometimes power. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't lean into that. I would have. 1-1, and he check swings at a cutter. Brady, curveball, low in the zone, bounce foul. One last strike, possibly get us to the ALDS in 2034. Ooh, high cutter, not enough of the zone to get the ABS call. So we'll have to do 2-strike count again. Sinker, bounced foul. Ball boy getting a little bit of work in the late game. We'll do 2-2 once more. Swing and a miss! And we will extend the Aaron Judge and New York Yankees dynasty just one more episode. The American League Divisional Series. Who we will take on is the Tampa Bay Rays, the division leader for most of the season. Pickett rightfully named the player of the game.